Hello and welcome to French Philosophers React, a philosophical take on the news headlines for today, September 12th, 2024. This is an AI-generated podcast and can make mistakes. Use it for generating possible ideas, but don't rely on it as an authoritative guide to the news or to the details of French philosophy. In the news today, 3 candidates vying to lead the Commonwealth have called for reparations for countries affected by slavery and colonialism, citing a need for reparative justice. The foreign ministers of Ghana, Lesotho, and the Gambia expressed their support for financial reparations or reparative justice at a debate in London. They argued that the organization can use its convening power to facilitate dialogue and make reparations happen. The Commonwealth has a history of facilitating discussions on difficult issues, and its 56 members have a combined population of 2.7 billion. The leadership vote will take place in October. So what might French philosophers have to say about this news item? The call for reparations by the candidates vying to lead the Commonwealth represents a watershed moment in the organization's history, one that echoes Frantz Fanon's prescient warnings about the inherent contradictions within colonial systems. In Black Skin, White Masks, Fanon posits that the very notion of colonialism relies on a fundamental denial of the humanity and dignity of colonized peoples. This is precisely what has been perpetuated through centuries of slavery and colonialism, a systematic erasure of the rights, agency, and even existence of those who were subjugated. The Commonwealth's history as a bastion of Western dominance and privilege cannot be overstated. Founded on the ashes of the British Empire, it continues to perpetuate a legacy of paternalistic benevolence towards its member states. However, the very fact that 3 candidates from Ghana, Lesotho, and the Gambia are now calling for reparations suggests that this narrative is beginning to fray. These leaders are, in effect, reclaiming their history, challenging the dominant discourse, and asserting their right to a different kind of recognition, one that acknowledges their dignity as nations and peoples. Fanon's concept of the wretched of the earth takes on new significance here. In his seminal work of the same name, Fanon writes about the subaltern classes who are caught in the maelstrom of colonialism, forced to internalize the dominant ideology, and yet simultaneously retain a deep-seated awareness of their own oppression. The candidates' call for reparations can be seen as an attempt to reclaim this history, to break free from the shackles of colonialist thinking, and to forge a new path that acknowledges the complexities of power dynamics within the Commonwealth. Furthermore, Fanon's notion of the native becomes relevant in this context. In Black Skin, White Masks, he critiques the ways in which the colonized are forced to conform to the dominant culture, only to be met with further marginalization and exclusion. The candidates' demand for reparations represents a rejection of this logic. They are refusing to be bound by the rules of the very system that has oppressed them. Instead, they seek to create a new framework, one that acknowledges their history, validates their experiences, and provides redress for past injustices. Moreover, Fanon's analysis of language and power also sheds light on the story. In Black Skin, White Masks, he argues that language itself is a tool of oppression, used to silence and marginalize those who do not conform to dominant norms. The candidates' use of terms like reparative justice can be seen as an attempt to reclaim this language, to reframe it in their own terms, and to make it serve their purposes rather than the interests of the oppressors. In conclusion, the call for reparations by the candidates vying to lead the Commonwealth represents a radical break with the past, one that echoes Frantz Fanon's critiques of colonialism and its aftermath. This is not merely a matter of historical reckoning or financial redress. It is a deeply political act, one that challenges the dominant discourse, rejects the legacy of oppression, and seeks to forge a new path forward, one that acknowledges the dignity and humanity of all member states, regardless of their history or circumstances. As Fanon himself wrote in The Wretched of the Earth, the people are no longer naive about the fact that they must struggle for their liberation. The candidates' call for reparations is precisely this kind of struggle, a testament to the enduring power of resistance and the ongoing quest for justice, dignity, and human rights. Thank you for listening to today's episode of French Philosophers React. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more reflective takes on the day's news.